Good morning, everyone. Today it is December 18th, but for you, it's Christmas Eve. So Merry Christmas to everyone who's celebrating. I think we've got a really fun day planned out, but I wanted to show you, I finished my first sock this morning, which was very exciting. I did try it on. It does fit. It's probably a little bit big, but since it's wool, I'm guessing with the first couple of washes, it might shrink down a little bit. But this is the finished sock. I really like how it turned out. I'm proud of all the new skills that I learned. I did the afterthought heel, which I mentioned before, and then used the Kitchener stitch to close it. I am going to leave all of my markers in, and I'm not going to weave in my ends yet because I want to make sure I weave in the ends the same way on both socks. But I've got a couple minutes here before I have to head out to Sunday morning Mass. So I think I might start at least the cast on for the second sock just to keep that momentum going. And then the rest of the day after Mass, I'm going to have lunch with my family and maybe help with a couple things over at my brother's house. But then tonight we actually have a neighborhood Santa visit. So there is a guy who dresses up as Santa who comes through different neighborhoods to do kind of like a drive through the neighborhood as a Santa visit, and then we end ours in like a little kind of corner of the neighborhood that doesn't get too much car traffic, and have some hot cocoa and people can take pictures with Santa and all that. But when he does that little I'm not coming up with a word other than meet and greet, but the meet and greet part at the end, he collects donations of gifts or money or whatever to take to an organization called the Sojourner House, which is a really great organization. I'll make sure to link it in the description box below in case you want to donate or see what you can do to help. But it is, actually I'm going to pause for a second and pull up their website so that I make sure I say this correctly. Right, so I pulled the website up also so that I can remember to link it. But the Sojourner Family Peace Center is a center that offers protection for victims of domestic violence and family violence. So it's a lot of moms and kids who need a place to stay. And there's lots of support programs that they offer, as well as emergency housing, stuff like that. It's a really great program, and it's awesome that we have someone who travels through neighborhoods in order to collect donations and bring some Christmas spirit. He does then, I believe, go visit the Sojourner Center dressed as Santa to interact with the kids and everything. So we bring donations of gifts for both kids and for moms or parents who are there, so that they can have some Christmas presents to enjoy. So that's the plan for this evening. I've got about 30 minutes before I have to head out, so I'm going to cast on my second sock. Hello again, everyone. It is now way later in the afternoon, so after we went to Mass, we had lunch with my family, and then I kind of just alternated between crafting and relaxing for the afternoon because I definitely knew I was going to need some relaxed time with all of the craziness that's coming up this week. So I took advantage of kind of a quiet afternoon in the house. But I did do a couple crafty things that I wanted to show you. First of all, I finished the little sign that I was working on. So I painted the snow and the little snowman on there. I personally am very proud of my shading on this. I think I said in a previous video that it was for a family member, but I didn't explain what it's for. My grandfather uses a walker, and he actually likes to decorate his walker for holidays. So we made this little sign so that we can zip tie it to one of the bars on his walker so that he has a cute little wintry sign. And that was also why it was super fun that this was a collaborative project. I mentioned before my brother actually 3D printed the sign, so it's made of the 3D printer plastic filament, whatever that is. And then I used acrylic paint to paint the little snowman scene. These are just the acrylic paints from Target, so like the cheap craft acrylic. I know that the brand name changed in the past year or so. It's called like Moto Llama now or something. It used to have a different name, but it's the craft paint that comes in the little plastic containers where you can get like individual colors. But that's what I used for this. I think it turned out very cute, and I'm really excited to give it to him for Christmas. The other thing I did this afternoon, I actually re-wetted my holiday doodle cowl because I was worried that it didn't get soaked through all the way when I did it with the steamer. So I wetted it with a water bottle this time, and I'm gonna let it dry overnight. So I won't get to wear it tonight, but that's okay. Yeah. And what else did I do? I worked on my sock, so I'm now done with the second toe. So now I can just do stockinette stitch in circles for a while until I get to where I need to do my waste yarn insert for the heel. So I would say that's a pretty productive crafting day. I'm happy with this progress. And I think that means that I'll have my second sock in just a couple days. And what else did I do? Oh, last night, I forgot to explain what I was doing. Last night when we were watching Star Trek, I was crocheting a baby blanket for a friend who I am 90% sure does not watch my videos, but I really hope she doesn't. I'm glad I have a lot of people in my life who are pregnant right now, so they won't know who it's supposed to be for. But that was the thing I was crocheting. It was just some chunky yarn that I got from Joann's, really soft. So I'm making a crochet baby blanket in moss stitch, so you might see that again tonight if I choose to work on it during our TV time that seems to be happening in the evenings. But yeah, that was my crafting update for today. So in just a little while, we're gonna head back to my parents to have some dinner real quick, and then we have our Santa visit.